Hey, it's your girl Just Free coming at you with another video. So I wanted to share a portion of a video by comedian Afion Crockett who impersonates Kevin Samuels, but he calls himself Dr. Devin. Um and it's on a channel, YouTube channel called Supreme, if anybody's interested. It's hilarious. Um he's like super exaggerated, and I just find it to be very funny. So, but unfortunately, he has some women that call with serious issues every once in a while. For the most part, women, calling with you know, um, some little lighthearted question or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna play a young lady who really is hurting very badly. And I just like the way he handled her, with care and compassion, even though it's a comedy show. And he also does skits, the versus skits. He does those as well. Afion's been around a long time. I didn't even realize he was even on like back as far as what you call it, Def Comedy Jam. Like he's old. He's just as old as I. I mean, I know he's up there somewhere, but shit. When I seen him on Def Comedy Jam, I was like, whoa, like an old clip I saw. Anyway, and then he also has a guy that imitates Umar Johnson. And they had an episode where they went back and forth, and it was hilarious. So again, shout out to Afion Crockett, aka Dr. Devin, and I'm gonna play this clip. Um, all right, so here it goes. Oh, and let me just say that how ironic is it that you have a comedian who has more well, I ain't gonna say that he has a following, so I guess it's not really fair to compare Soncerae. gonna say, I was gonna say people up here calling a comedian for some damn relationship advice. They hear Soncerae is talking about she the damn oracle. She looked like an oracle. Anyway, all right, here we go. All right. Sorry, I had it right where I wanted it initially. Here it go. It's coming.
Hello. How are you? I feel like shit. I feel like it's like these relationship problems and stuff. I don't know, like, I don't know. It's like this guy, we've been dating basically since high school. And I guess like the past like 3 years or so, it's been like really bad, like on and off. And one thing that I really have a problem with is what one lady said before was that the verbal disrespect and something I always spoke upon. And it's like, okay, when you're mad, you're suddenly calling me out my name, calling me all kind of bitches and stuff like that. And I'm telling you not to. You can be mad and say all that stuff, but don't verbally disrespect me or degrade me like that because those words stick, they hurt. And I think about that shit all the time outside of that shit, you know? And it's like, okay, we'll tell everybody else not to do it. Well, if I can get respect from my man, from the one that I really, you know, have feelings for, who else is going to respect me? I'm demanding that respect and that love right then and there, and it's not happening. Like I've been crying for the past few days, trying to figure it out. Like really, like nigga left me out here in a different state with nowhere to go, no nothing. Like all because like I'm trying to like stand for what I believe in. Don't nobody want no weak ass female, no nothing. But this shit is beyond me. It's a deeper story.
Ma'am,
One of them.
how long have you been with this man?
4 years in December.
Ma'am, you get what you stick around for. That is what you are entitled to. So, not saying that he's perfect and you perfect, or he's evil and you are perfect, or whatever, but you have to accept the.
So I like how he didn't take her side. He was very neutral. Because you got people like Soncerae that will tell you, "Oh, I've been abused, you know, by all my exes, with no police report, no, you know, I mean, at least five different men. She talking about she been abused. No police report, no charges filed, no pictures. She showed pictures of the men. She showed pictures of her body yada yada, but she ain't show not no one damn picture of an abuse, a bruise, a broken window, um, you know, broken glass bottles, nothing. So you can't just always take a woman's word for it. I know in the Me Too era, it's all about believe all women, but that's bullshit. And because I got a son, and I wish a bitch would come out and and lie on my kid. So anyway, I just like the fact that he was neutral. He wasn't bashing the man in spite of her side of the story. She's very emotional, and so, but that's not to devalue what she's saying or anything, but I just like the way he handled it.
The responsibility for your choices, ma'am. You have to accept responsibility for those. You see what I'm saying? Again, I don't know.
And then like I'm trying to put forward like change things about me. Like what if it is me? What if it is my fault? How I'm reacting or how I talk or something like that. Like and I'm trying my hardest to fix it, but in the midst of like when something does go down in an argument, it's always like something being thrown up in my face to where it's like, well, where did that even come from? That hasn't even happened. Like that's not even.
Yes, ma'am. Listen to me. Listen to me. That is called gaslighting. When someone that doesn't want to accept responsibility for their actions, they throw things back at you when the argument is on. What I'm saying to you is, again, I don't know the man, so I'm not saying he's a bad guy. What I'm saying
He's
is,
not. It's just so
the reality is, together, you guys are not good together. So what you have to do is separate thyself from this man until you can get your bearings clear. You can get to your safety. You can get to your comfort zone, ma'am. Stop crying.
Get back to that. I'm trying to get back to that. It's so hard.
It's very hard, ma'am. I understand that. But you have to do what's best for you. You understand what I'm saying? And he has to do the same for himself. Maybe he's not happy for whatever reason that is. You cannot help that. You can't stick around and find out what that is. But maybe he has to get himself together and heal from some things. And you have to heal from some things. And y'all have to heal separately. And then maybe y'all can come back together later on. When it's time for y'all to come back together. But you don't have to try to figure this out with your own emotions and your eyeballs crying out. You don't have to do that.
Mm.
because that's not the healthiest place. You cannot heal in an unhealthy place. You have to heal in a healthy place. So y'all are young, you're beautiful. Y'all both can just separate and figure out your things. Figure out your things separately until you can come together and figure them out together if that's what's supposed to happen.
But then it's like, okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just think it's pretty sad that she don't have anybody to talk to. But
But
anyway,
if it don't, I feel like it's just like I went through all this for what, you know?
But that's not you can't fret about that. And say I would do all this for what? Life is about lessons, baby girl.
that's
Everything
right.
ain't gonna be perfect in life, whether that's career, family. You can't look back and say, why did I go through this? You have to go through. You just have to go through now. You can't question it all the time. But what you can do is
Excuse
always
me.
make sure that you are in the most healthy place for yourself, mentally and physically, and follow that. Follow your heart. That young man, he has to follow his heart, and y'all just follow your own paths. But don't be crying your eyeballs out on no lives with me or anyone else. But definitely, I hope you have someone to talk to, a mom, a friend, a therapist, besides me, because I'm not always available.
You're the first.
See you laughing. I got you to laugh. I got you to laugh. With your braces. Look at you with your braces. Just getting your teeth fixed. The same way you getting your teeth fixed is how you get your heart fixed, girl. Put some braces on your heart.
Oh, I like that.
Put some braces on your heart and straighten out the crooked places in there. We all have them. We
That's
all
a
have crooked
word.
places in our
That's a
heart.
word.
Seriously. Okay? You are the first person to actually cry on my live, and I just want to hug thee if I could, but I can't because I'm all the way over
Thank you.
So now, say your prayers, stop crying, go wash your face, and I pray that you get to a safe place in your heart and in your whole existence.
I
Okay?
appreciate it. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.
People out here are hurting.
Anyway, he's so extra. He is stupid. So I made a comment and I said the only thing I wish Devin would have asked her, um, well, asked her about any male figures like Daddy, Uncle, Pastor, because women are not always able to tell the truth. Um, Young lady, please, for the love of God, don't get comfortable with toxicity and drama. Some people think that's the way of life, and it'll be another 4 years that will go, basically that'll go by before and then it'll be 8 years, and it's like, oh, what the hell are you doing? So anyway, I just thought I'd share that. I thought that was worth sharing, I guess. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. Feel free to hit the like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. I enjoy interacting with my subs. I haven't had any new subscribers lately, but let me see real quick if I can go in here and shout out a couple of people. Let's see if I can shout out a couple of my folks. Um, is there somewhere I can see my subs? I don't know. Your channel subs. Can I see y'all? I don't have a list. Let me see. Close the door. I want more. That song has been going off in my head since last weekend where I did my Buffalo video. Close the door. I want more. Let me see. Let's see. What I'll do is go in my comment section. Maybe shout out a couple of people. Um, oh, okay. So the last video I did about my jazzy life. Let's see. Let's shout out. I want to shout. I'm gonna shout out Toya White, Bugaboo Sue, and Racist Be Gone. Hey, you guys. Thanks for tuning into my channel. All right, so next we're going to read from the Book of Rat Tales. Alrighty, on her community page. All right, let's get to work, y'all. Let's go. So, the rat wrote another dissertation, and here it goes. She says, I'm not going to argue with men online about them choosing to use an effeminate male as their dating coach, while they chastise women for being independent, wealthy, and successful, calling that masculinity. Well, first of all, it doesn't make sense to call yourself independent in a relationship. Well, that's kind of oxymoronic. Like, if you're in a relationship, you really shouldn't be, in my opinion, coming in as, oh, I'm so independent, wealthy, and successful. You putting off the vibes that you don't need a man. And I don't care what you say, a man needs to feel needed, wants to feel needed. So all that air, and all that, that's macho-ism to me. It is. I mean, especially if you lead with that. You can be those things when you're single, but you don't bring all that energy into a relationship. Like you just, like you pumping out your chest, I'm independent, wealthy, and successful. What if he's just, kind of, if he's average, so to speak? The delusion for me is just off the charts, y'all. Soncerae is so exhausting. I had unsubscribed for her channel, and I had pressed the button to not see her, content. But um and that was prior to, I think, before I saw this. That was after I saw this post, I think, or whatever the case is. It came back and it was in my system or something. Um so anyway, cuz I'm done. I'm just really kind of done with it cuz it's aggravating. I'm done for now anyway. I need a break. So cuz she's posts sporadically anyway. So anyway, continue on. Apparently, men are extremely confused about where they stand in society, especially men who are working class. Well, where the fuck do they stand, bitch? I mean, they stand at work, they stand at home in the streets. Like, what are we talking about here? Where do they stand in society? They go to work, they go to the bar, maybe they go home, they go to church, they go home to their family, they take care of their kids. It's exhausting. I was a dating coach for men for a very long time. Men conveniently overlook content I create, calling women out on their nonsense as well. So why do you care what men conveniently overlook? Why do you care? As well, okay. But if are the first ones to comment on content I create that supports women. What? I can make suggestions, but it's still up to you what you want to do. Exactly. So, what? Yeah, you make a lot of suggestions and you have very, very little support on YouTube. So that's why I'm just like, you know what? After this, I'm no, after that's a lie. After the first, and we find out what's going on with this book, I'm gonna be done. I promise for a while. So she says, "You want to listen to The Godfather? That's your personal choice." Well, well, well. We know that that's our personal choice. So today in STL's live, he was reading this bullshit too. And, people had their opinions about Kevin Samuels. And that's great because that's what a free society is. A constitutional republic, rather. Um, People get it confused with democracy, but we're a constitutional republic. And we have a thing called freedom of speech. So, you know, I really don't care what anybody say for the most part. Um, with the exception of yelling fire in a crowded room. You know. Um, at this point, the KKK, they don't really have a space to do their thing, but they have a right to. Um, Unfortunately, if you support free speech, you have to support people's choice. You just have, I mean, free speech is free speech. If you start to limit it and talk about this one canceled, that one canceled, um, it gets very murky. The waters get real murky. And you could dislike somebody all day long. You can choose, and you can also choose to change the channel. That's what I'm not understanding. Um, I stopped listening to Kevin on he does this program on YouTube like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I listen to those shows, and he does like the off days on Instagram. And I stopped watching him on Instagram just because I'm not on Instagram like that anyway. Um, I definitely don't agree with everything he says. He has some good points mixed in with some statistics, which people even try to debate statistics. So, I mean, um, I more or less listen for the women that call, and sometimes the things that come out of their mouth and that they share are just unbelievable. And to me, that's entertainment. Well, it's entertainment for me because, you know, it's just like watching any other talk show. So I don't understand why at the end of the day, Kevin Samuels, he has an opinion, which is like an asshole. Everybody has one. At the worst, he's a shit talker. Okay. And there are a lot of people that agree with him. So he can't be all that invalid, just because it's not what you want to hear or how you feel doesn't make his beliefs any less valid. Um, I just think that a lot of people can't explain his success. So therefore, in particular, YouTube creators in particular, that he has like blown past. I mean, hate and jealousy is still a real thing. Crabs in a barrel is still a real thing. Um, I mean, we call them haters, so that's still real, you know. Anyway, um, I can make you. I. So she says, you want to listen to the Godfather? That's your personal choice. I'm the Oracle, and I'm here to help spiritually, financially, positively, and consistently. Not the bitch that was on here talking about how much she hate her baby father. How you a Buddhist talking about you hate? How you talk about God and spirituality but you hate? Where is the forgiveness? You should be talking forgiveness then. Forgiveness of your baby daddy. Just accepting what it's gonna be is gonna be. If you never get another dime from him in child support, that should be okay. Shit, both my kids' father, I don't know who I'm getting child support to be honest. I got a card in the mail one day, and after years of, not getting anything, and now I get something, I don't even know how much I get a week. I let that shit add up for a couple of months. And before you know it, it's say like $1,000. It'd be $1,000 on that bitch, you know. But I let that bitch, honest to God, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I let it sit around for maybe 3 months, 2 months, 3 months. $600 here, $800, $1,000. By the time I check the balance, so I said that to say shit. If I never got nothing, it's still gonna be okay. My son father, on top of me getting that, I don't even know who it's from. It could very well be from my daughter father, which she 24. But on top of that, my son father still was, supplying my son's needs. So I didn't have to worry about what was in the account. Um, but she seemed to be doing a lot of worrying. That's for dang sure. Um, instead of just saying, you know what, I'm his mama, and at the end of the day, if it take 18 years, because ultimately she gonna find out if, God willing, if Justice get to meet Priest, it's not gonna be the shit show that she think it's gonna be. He just gonna want to know, where you been, or basically he just gonna be glad that he found him. He just gonna be glad to have today, with his father. All this shit going on now, and all her anger and bitterness is not gonna matter at all, at all, darling. Because when he find him, the only thing that's gonna matter is that moment, and moving forward. Okay. Um, ultimately, in spite of all the back and forth with my daughter's father, him not coming to the graduation, neither prom, he didn't even come to 8th grade graduation. She still ended up talking to the motherfucker. She still talked to him today at 24 years old. And those major events he was not there for. Not a part of. Didn't offer me a dime. There was times where I asked her, you know, what, eighth grade graduation, senior graduation, was she going to invite him? And it was totally up to her. And apparently she chose not to, as far as I know, because he wasn't there. But today, today, yeah. But 3 years ago, he showed up to her surgery. 2 years, whatever, 3 years ago, you know. Um, and she goes over there and she hangs out with him. I mean, hell, he think he 24. 52-year-old man think he acting like he 24. He think he her age any damn way. So shit. Oh, and then he came to her grand opening to her shop. So I mean, I met my birth father at 16, and it I could give a fuck about where he had been for 16 years. I had questions, but at the time when I met him, I was just happy to meet him. And I had 4 years until he died. I only met him from the age of 16 to 20, and then he passed away. So if I would have spent that time being angry and bitter and dot, that would have been a waste of 4 years. The fuck? Um, shit. My grandfather didn't come into my mother's life until she was 14. Shit, she ended up living with him. So, child. Anyway, I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head, but so she says both of us could have something to offer. No, bitch, you don't have a damn thing to offer. You got a bunch of failed relationships and fake engagements and domestic violence, bitch. He got two failed marriages, granted. Um, he accepts responsibility for those. The first one he said he was, well, he don't really like people saying he was young, but I guess he said he was whatever. I don't fucking know. But at the same time, bitch, um for me, the knowledge that he has, you could just tell like if he was a fraud or phony, yeah, there's people out here that's anti Kevin, whatever. And some people that try to pull receipts. But I like the fact that he can shoot off a lot of statistical data that hell, all you have to do is research it for yourself. He seems very knowledgeable. Women call in with all kinds of professions. Let Soncerae tell it, or a lot of these bitches talk about, the women that call in are just the lowest of the low. They're dumb, they're ignorant. He had a PhD, he had a few PhDs call in. He had a few, women with all kinds of careers. Um, but you can tell that he's had some experience um in a lot of different areas. To me, okay? He's proven himself to me as far as, you know, some of what he says, a lot of what some most of what he says. And Sansa, on the other hand, she has been caught in lie after lie after lie. And she's still on here as though people don't fucking know what's going on. So that's why at this, I just got to a point the other day. I was like, when she posted this before I deleted, or unsubscribed. And I was just done. I was just outdone. I said, I am done for now. Because I do like the comedy. I can make fun of her. Long as I can continue to make fun of her, I'm okay. Both of us can have something to offer, or neither of us can. It's up to you. But I'm not about to be a part of some weird, creepy ass men versus who asked you? Weird, creepy ass men versus women war that his cult members are irrationally trying to include me. You don't have to be. You can dialogue and state your claim, or you can delete the people. Which to me, you being a life coach, I don't know. I just feel like if I don't want to engage, then I just keep it pushing. Like, you could say whatever you want in my comment section, and I'm just gonna be sarcastic. And if you say something negative, like somebody says something slick, and usually, I'll come with a comeback. I'm not gonna come back with a dissertation like she do, but I might come back with a cute comeback and say that. And thanks for the view, by the way. That's how I roll. Cause you can't get me all worked up over no damn internet. I'm sorry, you can't. I take this shit with a grain of fucking salt. I'm gonna thank you for your view, okay? Cause you watching and you taking the time to comment. So that's the least I could do, even if you don't agree with me, is thank you. Okay. Because at the end of the day, it's all just words. It's words. You don't know me, and I don't know you. So what is the war? What kind of war is we talking about? And talking about they trying to include her in. Anytime you got somebody with a lot of followers and you mentioning his name in your titles, bitch, they gonna come over and roast you. That's how this shit works. Your fans try to come over and say some slick shit. I roast them and I say what I gotta say and I'm done with the shit. But girl, ain't nobody trying to include you in a damn thing. That's your problem. You want to be included. Whew. I don't like him. Doesn't mean you can't. Girl, you don't like yourself. And obviously, people can like who they want. What the fuck is you to tell somebody what they can and can't do? We know you don't like him, Soncerae. Because, bitch, you've been on here for 15 years. And this man come on here and got $12,000, 12,000 views per show. You can say what you want to say about the man. But at the end of the day, bitch, it's all about the numbers. Show us some numbers, okay? He has his opinions. He's controversial, whatever. He makes money off of it. I think it's a good thing. A black man can make money off of, you know, voicing an opinion. For goodness gracious. Make that money, Kevin Samuels. Sasori wish she could make a tenth of a percentage. That's why you bitch you on here begging about your mammy. Governor Newsom pays for all y'all shit, bitch. So I don't know who you think you fucking fooling. I know you fucking lying. Anyway, she says, all I know is most men are not receiving this man well. What does she mean? Most men are receiving this man well. How does she know? I mean, what does she mean? He has 1 million subscribers. He goes out in the street and he has fans trying to take pictures with him all the day long. I mean, I enjoy his content. And I'm a woman. He has a lot of women subscribers. Let y'all tell it. The ones that call in, they just a piece of trash and they don't know and they just so broken or whatever. I mean, well, hell, a lot of us are broken, but some. But child, it's making their life worse. What? They in the bag by the door. I mean, by the bathroom door. Don't you got a towel on? And why is your butt hanging out? Oh, sorry, yeah. It's making their life worse. Who is she to say he's making their life worse? In what way, bitch? Like, in what way? And I'm for serious when I say approach a woman with what Kevin Samuels ideology if you want to and get your ass canceled. Bitch, it's funny to me how bitches like you and that other half of us got the petition are so quick to just want somebody to get canceled. What is your angle? He gets canceled and then the manosphere is still exists or whatever they want to call it. It still exists. There's men that still, are going to speak their truth. They're still going to feel away about, shitty women, which basically to me, Kevin and the rest of them, they speak for men. Just like women speak for women. You don't know what men go through when it comes to dating women. You know, I mean, men get heartbroken. Men get they get tired, they get frustrated. They get angry, you know, because there are some shitty ass women out here. It goes both ways. So they should be allowed to tell their story. But let y'all tell it, they inciting violence towards women. Child. Not violent, the violence towards women, but turn on your news for 5 minutes. In any major metropolitan city, bitch. A 1-year old just got killed in Philly. And a 1-year old, a 16-year old, just hanging out at a fucking party, and you raggedy bum bitches on here talking about it. Kevin motherfucking Samuels being so detrimental to the community. The fuck? 3-year old here in Buffalo get killed. Teenager down the street from me in the suburbs get fucking killed by some niggas that done moved their way on out to the suburbs. The fuck? Fuck out of here. All these random ass fucking shootings. Chirac, Chicago, aka Chirac, aka fucking Blackistan. Fuck out of here. Nobody give a fuck about no damn Kevin Samuels and his talk. He talk his talk. He say what he mean to me, what the fuck he say, and shit, you either like it or you don't. And turn it the fuck off. But you so fucking jealous, bitch, that you could never. As a matter of fact, I wish you would blow up. Just because all your shit would get put out on Front Street. This little Viper Pit shit here, girl, that ain't nothing to how your ass will get torn up in the fucking shade room, bitch, or by Tasha K or Lovely T with your lying, funky ass. But see, you can't get that far into the blogosphere, bitch, because you not fucking known, bitch. You not known until motherfuckers start fucking talking about you or imitating you like a Afion Crockett, bitch. Imitating Kevin Samuels. You ain't shit until you on I mean, okay, I ain't gonna say you ain't. I don't mean to say you ain't shit, but y'all know what I'm saying. You ain't a celebrity until you on a motherfucking Tasha K or Lovely T talking about you, bitch, or the Shade Room. So what are we talking about here? You are nobody when it comes to this genre. You about to go to work? Nobody fucking knows you, bitch. You are nobody when it comes to the relationship genre. And that's why you mad. Bitch, you would probably kill yourself if Tasha K. Tasha K interview Priest. God. But guess what? She won't. She won't interview him and she won't interview you because you don't contribute a motherfucking thing to this conversation, bitch. Other than your fucked up relationship past and your bitter attitude. Let's see. Whether she is fat, skinny, a 10 or a 3. If she is confident and not seeking the approval of low energy men. Oh, so you're not seeking the approval when you out there pretending to play soccer, bitch? Built like a stack of biscuits in a refrigerator? You think that shit sexy? You think that shit is a 10? That's what men like to flock to? See, bitch, that's why I don't wear makeup like that. Because, and no shade to the makeup wearers, y'all make yourself look amazing. But sometimes I feel like I was just watching one of my somebody I watched the other day, and she's got very pretty skin. She's got good skin. Now I don't know what she looks like close up, but instead of working on your natural skin, she put all this makeup on her face. And I'm like this, bitch. I'm glad I don't wear makeup because I don't want to take all that shit off and the man look at me and be like, well, damn, who the fuck is you? Shit, I went out with you one way and you came back home looking a whole nother way. That's why I wear as little. I used to, I, for years up until like super recent, I didn't wear anything. Um, I even had a guy say to me, well, this was in my early 20s, back in spring break black college reunion. He walked up to me and I don't know, we were talking or something, and he put his finger on my face, literally, and was like, "You don't wear makeup." And I'm looking like the fuck. He just put his finger on my face because when I do wear the handful of times I wear makeup, that shit gets every fucking wear. So I'd rather take care of my skin, close up my pores, and wax my own face before I just pile up a bunch of makeup on it. Um, but that's me. That's just me. And so, and I trust me, I know I have family members, women that my aunt, she wear makeup all the time. She wear makeup in the hospital, in the delivery room. Some of them don't go nowhere without makeup, and my aunt didn't need no makeup. But whatever. So anyway, whether she's oh shit, I got braids coming out. I gotta take them out anyway. I just ran my hair through my hand through my hair, and another braid came out. I got box braids. Um, what is this? Oh, so if she is is she confident and not seeking approval of lower energy men? Oh shit. Where'd it go? It disappeared. Hold on. If she is confident and not seeking the approval of low energy men, a single mother, wealthy, even an intellectual, single, childless, what is not going to be feeling you? Wait a minute. Say this again. Let me say this again. If so, she basically saying whether she is a fat, skinny, a 10 or a 3, if she is confident and not seeking the approval of low energy men, a single mother, wealthy, even an intellectual, childless woman is not going to be. Girl, shut the hell up. Okay, so that's the end of that. And then she's got some bullshit in the middle here. Use pseudo advice you got online from an effeminate, leg crossing, misogynistic image consultant you look up to. Watch a woman worth your time reject you. Stop misprofiling women. We are not monolithic. Virtual reality has you playing yourself, sir. Okay, one more time. Use pseudo advice you got online from an effeminate. Okay. Hmm. I have an opinion, and it's not gonna be super popular, but I'm gonna just share it anyway. It's just an opinion. You can, whatever. I don't think, including myself, I think because Kevin is considered a metrosexual male, wearing the suits, um, you know, he crosses legs. I mean, I've never shit back in the day in the early 1900s and shit. What the fuck was? I mean, was they effeminate then too? When they crossed their legs and wore suits? I mean, what the hell? I think, and I'm gonna admit this myself. I think a lot of us women are intimidated by a man who wears suits every day and it's just like super um what's the word I'm gonna say? Like, well, let me just okay. So he's usually always in business attire, and for the most part, I think because us average women, which is nothing wrong with being average, we run around here with bonnets and jogging pants or leggings. I think it's a little intimidating to have a man in a suit, a black man in particular, unfortunately, in a suit who happens to cross his leg and tell us women that we need to start acting more like ladies. I think that's a big part of the issue. Um, we need to act more like ladies. Yeah, this is the 21st century, and things are different, but it would not hurt a lot of us to have a lot more class about ourselves, including myself, because I like girly things. I'm not super girly. Um, and that's not for every man. Every man don't want that. But I think there is a lane and a specific woman that he's actually talking to be honest. Um, that if they are willing to change, they can get the outcome of a man who is a white collar man making six figures or more. That's not the kind of man I want. I don't want a white collar man making six figures. I'll take a blue collar man, but I don't want to have to. I'm not bougie. I'm not into all the high fashion. I'm not into all of that. So Soncerae. Most men usually that are high maintenance themselves, high earning, high maintenance, that's the type of woman they go for. Women that, have all the designer this and designer that. But y'all want to make it seem like us average women can fit into that lifestyle. And I can't fit into that lifestyle. For one thing, that's just not who I am. If I was a corporate woman, yeah, maybe. But I hope I explained that the best way I could. Let's see. All right, babe. Have a good night. Uh, okay, where we left off. Oh, okay. So I addressed that, and then last but not least, she wrote, "I used to be a dating coach for men, but since about 4 or 5 years ago, men online have been treating me like trash." And being encouraged by other men online to do so. Girl, can't nobody treat me like shit. Cause it doesn't it don't whatever. I guess they treat her like trash because I don't know. I try to make my content for both men and women because both need to improve. Well, thanks for telling me what I need to do, girl, or what we need to do. But I think it's time for me to pick a side. Pick a side, girl. Pick a side. Women show me more love. Oh, we do? Bitch. Especially since I have my son. Mm. I've lost love for men because of the disrespect. Let me just say this. Can't nobody disrespect you unless you allow it, bitch. You lost your love for men. Well, what about your son when he grew up to be a man? Don't you got a grandpappy, a daddy, a uncle, cousins? And what about all the men in the world that just love you to death? I used to have y'all back, girl. Now I barely post for men because of the hatred I get in the comments from men, even when I take their side. Girl, you better take your own side. You don't need to be taking nobody's side. I used to love seeing men online, but now I can barely stand seeing men. Oh my God. This is a relationship coach, the bitter, angry black woman. Now I barely post for men because of the hatred I get in the comments from men, even when I take their side. I used to love seeing men online, but I could barely stand seeing men in my comments because of such negativity, ignorance, and disrespect towards women. They overlook the positive content I make for them. Wait a minute. She said, I can barely stand seeing men in my comments because of such negativity, ignorance, and. Girl, you barely have your comment section open. What are you talking about? And then you said on TikTok they love you, OnlyFans they love you. So what the fuck are you talking about? You don't have your comment section open over here hardly. And then again, if somebody disagree, like me, instead of saying, "Oh, thank you for your comment, thank you for your view, have a nice life," you buy into all this bullshit. Like this ain't real life. These are people inside a computer that don't know you. Lord Jesus, why? I feel crazy saying this shit. Um, They overlook the positive content I make for them. Should I start making content online strictly for women? What? No. Girl, who cares? I don't fucking care. She got, wait a minute, it's saying 14% men only, 80% women only, 86% women only. Child, as she starts her next community post, today I hate my son's father more than I did yesterday. I already read that one. Anyway, this is pretty good. I got a lot of this. Then she posts a video talking about, should I delete my channel and stop supporting men? You should definitely delete your channel. You should definitely delete your channel, bitch. Sorry, this went on for an hour, y'all, but thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Um Now don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe. And if you're feeling like blessing your girl, my cash app is $CANDYLAND 5809. So yeah, on that note, I think I'm oh, you know what I wanted to see real quick since it's already an hour shit. Let me just see one more thing. Who's texting me? Yo, I swear I don't know why I'm paying a cable bill. It's beyond me. Makes no sense. Um, I pay damn near $300 a month for cable. Stupid. Okay, wait a minute. I was about to look something up, y'all. Hold on one second. I wanted to lipstick. I'm just gonna do all this in one one thing because I'm not coming back, and I probably will not comment on her for a while unless. Oh, only I'm gonna comment on if she posts that if the book goes on sale or not. I might say something about that. Um so here we go. I'm gonna read a little bit from Lipstick Alley. It says, oh maybe not. Hold on. Okay, so somebody in Lipstick Alley said Soncerae is doing her semi-annual complaining about her channel. She's heard that men are insulting her physical appearance. Her answer to this is to provide or produce a video with a bunch of her old Photoshop pics. Oh, all right, that's it. Cause oh, I caught this. I read this too. She says she isn't a whore, but she is, and has always shown us she is one. She since she arrived on the radar years ago after dancing drunk on camera with some Nikes that she brought from a man who left her. What? Why can't? Oh man, I wish I would have saw her. I wish I would have known about her from day one. Oh my god. Um. All right, I'm gonna let it go. All right, y'all. Thank you. Y'all want me to sing y'all a song? Let's see. Never mind. All right, peace.